Hello everybody, it's Derek with Hi-Fi Resale Shop. I want to do a video today on how I sell CDs. I used to not think that I was good enough to do this video, but I've convinced myself that I have a few things that maybe people can learn from. I did sell over $8,000 in CDs last year, in 2025, and 18% of my sales were in the CD category. So I think I do have something to offer people. So I was going to tell people about that. Also, just go through my process on listing them from start to finish, and any other like little things that come along the way with that, like broken cases and such. Also, that according to the detailed listing report from eBay, I am in the top 1% of CD sellers on the platform of eBay. So I think I do have something to offer in that respect. So let's start. This is the CD we're going to put up right now. It's called Coop Islands is what it is. I don't know anything about this CD. I've already pre-priced it, so I've done the research on this CD, and I came up with this as the price, which is $26, which is what I'm going to list it for. But when we get to that point, we're going to put a different number in, and I'll tell you why when we get to that point. So let me switch this around. Okay, so you're looking at my screen right now. Let me see if I can get rid of the circle light that's on here. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so you're looking at my screen right now. So I am always going to go from a previous listing. I always do create and sell similar listings. I haven't created a new listing in probably, I don't know, 10 or 12 years. I've done this every single time. Even if I'm coming from a different kind of item, it's a lot easier than starting all over every time. So I could have a sweater up here and I could create a CD, although it is easier to go from a CD to a CD. So when I start to list items and I'm listing pants, I just go into my store on eBay and I find a pair of pants, and then I sell similar off of that pair of pants. If it's a shirt, I get a shirt, and so on and so on. So I'm going to click on create similar listing. This way I don't have to come up with everything, and I kind of have a template of what's happening. So I erase the pictures. This is the stock photo of the previous CD. I'm going to go over here with the pictures and choose them over here on the other screen. So I have already taken pictures of this other CD, and I'm just downloading them. And then I gotta close that. I'm gonna import them into here, and then I'm just gonna move them around. So the first picture is first, or the front of the CD is the first picture. There is a crack in the CD case here, as you can see, like right here. But I can take care of that when I send it out. I never send out stuff in cracked cases. I always put a new case on it or a nicer used case on it. So the next item to do is the title, obviously. And so I will erase the things that I'm going to change, which is Drama Rama Stuck in Wonderama Land. I'm going to delete that. And in that place, I'm going to put the title of the CD. So I'm going to put Coop Islands. And you don't necessarily need to do Coop twice, but I'm going to have enough. We're going to have enough characters at the end for that to be okay. Now, I don't know anything about Coop, so I go to my resource page up here, and I type in Coop Islands, and here it says CD. This is Discogs. Another place you could sell CDs. I just don't like the prices that they get for their CDs. So it tells me that it's electronic jazz or acid jazz, and then it was 2006. Right here and here is the information I'm looking at. Those are the things I'm going to put in my listing. So over here where it says alternative rock, I'm going to erase that. And I'm going to put electronic jazz acid. And then I'm going to put 2006 over here. And so I don't go and create all these listings from scratch. I just use the template I have. I don't remove this word recording. It always stays there. Music always stays there. CD always stays there. And then used or new is stay there. And then I just change the other parts around it. So that is my title. Now, as you see over here, I have 67 of 80 characters. I'll go back to this. I could put down tempo in here, but I don't think it's going to make a difference. And now I'm using 77. I just say that because you want to use as many characters as you can. Just, I don't know. Word salad is word salad, but if it's going to help somebody find your listing, then you want to do it. Okay, so now I scroll down. I don't use subtitle or custom SKU for this. Everything in my storage area just goes by alphabetical. By letters. So all the K's are together. They're not alphabetized in the K's. It's just the K's together. So I don't need a SKU on that. But for my clothes and stuff, sometimes I use the SKU system. The category stays the same because it already is. We're already pulling from a CD category listing. And then this, my personal store category, stays the same as well. So I can just skip past those. This is suggested stuff by eBay, but I haven't put in the barcode yet, so I don't know what they're going to fill in automatically for me. So I'm going to fill in the barcode right here on the UPC. And I'm going to let eBay fill in most of it if it will. And it doesn't. It doesn't recognize the UPC. So I'm going to have to fill it in myself. So I'm going to put in the artist, which is Coop. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put in Coop Islands. Is it island or islands? Islands. Okay, and you want to get those right because that's how people are going to look for your thing. Look for your item. So it's a CD. Okay, so we got the UBC. It's a CD. The last bunch of information on the last CD is still in here. So I'm going to clear it. And then I put acid. And down tempo. There's jazz. That's good. Record label. So I'm looking at the back of my CD, like down here, for that kind of information. Diesel Music is who Okay, so diesel. Edition. Edition comes up like first edition greatest hits. I don't I don't I don't put anything here. There are quite a few number of searches by that, but it's not going to help that much, I don't think. The next one is style, and I'm not going to fill that one in either. I'm just going to let that go. The next one is album, and it is an album. You can also select like single or maxi single, but this one is an album. So we're good with that. Color doesn't matter. This is color. Year, we know the year was 2006, I think it was. Let me see. Yeah, 2006 was the year we put in there. And then these grading things, I don't do any of that because I'm not going to participate in your. I put new cases on stuff, so that doesn't really apply, and I'm not going to play that game. It doesn't even trend. It's not even trending on the searches. Like, there's not even a number there. So that's irrelevant. And the place where it came from is kind of irrelevant unless it's an import. So I'm not going to do that either. The producer that's in here is from the last CD, so I'm just going to get rid of that. I don't think not very many people are looking for searches of the producer. It's 61,000 searches on it. So all the rest of these are insignificant. And the runtime is wrong because it was on the last CD. And I'm not going to figure out what the runtime is on this CD. So then I went past condition because my condition is always the same, very good, because I only put very good stuff up. And then I have my little saying, item is in gently pre-loved condition. When you hit this condition thing, I'll change it if I have a brand new item, but I never use like new because I want to deliver a better item than people think they're going to get. So I use very good. I never use, if I have to use good, that means I just need to get the item resurfaced. So I'm done with that. So we skip that really because it's already filled out. And then I have my templated thing that I've already have in here. It says we will combine shipping on all CD and book sales to save you money. High Five Resale Shop. This part of it, no one really reads anymore. It's really hard to find on the phone, so I don't think anybody really reads it. But I copy and paste the title that I had, and then I just separate it with the name of the band. Then let's see. Then the name of the CD, and then I put what kind of music it is, and then CD and the year, then used, and then I always like to put in the number of tracks on it. And this one has 11, so I'm going to change this to 11, and then I'm done with my description. Okay, I'm not going to spend a lot of time on that. The next item we got is format, which will always be buy it now. I don't ever do auctions unless I'm doing like a lot of Beanie Babies or something, and I let people determine the price on those. And then we got the item price, and the price that was I looked up this item before, and the price I came up with on the research was $26. So right here, I'm going to change this to $32. And you're like, well, hey, you just said $26 was the price you think. I have a constant sale going on. Right now it's 30% off, but usually it's like 20 to 25% off. So this is going to take into account the sale that's on there. And it's going to, as soon as I put this up, it's going to go up as $32.99. But like in a half hour, the sale on this thing is going to kick on when eBay puts it in the algorithm and everything. And it's going to drop in price even past 26, Well, if it was on 26, it would pass 26 and it would go down. But now it'll be somewhere around there. I don't necessarily care to be at the bottom of the market on my stuff because my stuff is so good. And I am, it's a little, I don't know, presumptuous, maybe the right word, but I am a really good seller on eBay. I'm in the top 1% of all the categories that I list in. So I know my stuff is going to sell when it's put in front of people. So I'm not worried if my price is not the bottom of the market. So this is the price that I have come up with. I just add a few dollars in because I know it's going to drop when that sale that is automatically on my store comes on. So item price there, blah blah blah, and then my cost. I will never put anything in this my cost thing because I don't want eBay knowing what I paid for these things. You got the quantity. Obviously, it's already filled out with one, and then you got your payment policy, which you should have already set up, which just tells them where to send the money. Auto price reduction. I don't use this yet. I probably will in the future, but I just don't right now. I always allow offers, so this is always clicked on. I don't do this part of it. I like to see what people are asking offers on or whatever. So, and then I don't schedule my listings, so I don't click that on. Now we got shipping policies. So I have a ground advantage policy and I have a media mail. Now these CDs can go media mail, but I have just found that I would rather do ground advantage, have the insurance on them, and have the person spend usually about 50 cents more or 30 cents more on the CD to get it there, and it gets there in a better time. And I just put in 5 ounces, which unless it's a double CD case, it's not going to be more than 5 ounces, which gives me the opportunity to knock it down an ounce and maybe save some money. And then this is not the size of the envelope, but this is the basic size of the envelope, because usually when I package them up, they're 9 by 9 by 1. So I just leave a little extra room in there in case something strange happens. Don't use the irregular package feature right here. I already have set up for global shipping, so that's something you do on a different page. So that's already filled out. And then my settings on my location and my return policy and international shipping. So it's all there. It's all done already. There's no disclosures that need to be done. And then I promote at 7% right now, which might turn into 0 on the 13th of this month. But we'll see how that goes. And that's it. And I push list it, and that should be it. And then that will go live. So that is listing a CD, okay? And let's think of some of the little nuanced things. Like I said, I have a stack that I've done. This is the stack I'm working with right now. They're already priced. I just put these little stickers that I don't use anymore, and I wrote the price on them of what I want. So something like this. This band, the Connells. Okay, so these 3 CDs were about $7 a piece or $8 a piece. I'm not going to list anything less than $7. So it's just the parameters at which I'm at right now. Your parameters of how much you're willing to do for dollar amount you need to set that up for yourself, and you need to figure out what it is that you're worth, your time is worth. So I decided that these by themselves weren't individually good enough to put up, but 3 from the same band, somebody might want them. So I will lot these 3 together, and they have a tag for $18 here, and these will go up together. They have all kinds of stickers on them here. The back's got this sticker on it. This I will fix when I send it out. I'm not going to send them out in these, at least this one in this dirty case with the stickers on it. The only time you would keep a case with stickers on it, and I don't know if I have any here right now, is a hype sticker. So a hype sticker says, check this CD out with the brand new track from blah, blah, blah. It's going to be awesome. And it tells you which songs to look. Oh, here's a hype sticker. Here's another lot of Jocelyn Enriquez, 3 CDs. Together, they weren't worth putting up, but it's at $12. So, like, they were $4 a piece. So, if I can put them all together, somebody may buy it because they wanted several CDs. So, this is a hype sticker. These are the ones you want to keep on the CD cases. You want these there, and you don't take them off if you see them. And it actually, some people are looking for CDs with the hype stickers on there. So that's what that is. And then you kind of have to know the audiences. Like, sometimes you'll find a CD like this, which is Christina Perri, Love Strong. Okay, so they put out this CD, and then there's one with a 2 CD thing here. It says 2 CD, and then there's a CD and a DVD inside. This is just a regular one. But they do deluxe albums all the time. So if you're looking at something and then you've seen it before, but as a single CD, you'll know that that was a deluxe album. They like to do them at these. Here's another hype sticker right here. Hype sticker. But they like to do these at the big box stores to get people to buy stuff back in the day. Put out deluxe albums just for that Target or blah, 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 whatever. So that's that. So that is a stack that I have priced, but I also have these over here. And there's 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 6 at least stacks that have been priced. So I do all my pricing at one time, and then I start listing piles of them at a time. And then there'll be a point where I do 2 or 3 piles of CDs and in a couple of sessions of listing. And then you'll see CD sales go through the roof. But then you'll see your clothing sales go through the toilet. So you just have to keep in mind that you're going to sell a lot of stuff in the categories you're listing in. So if you're listing clothes, you'll sell the clothes. Let's just say you're selling pants. You'll sell pants. You might not sell tops, but you'll sell pants. The CDs will slow down, and the tops, the ladies' tops will slow down. So then you go to the CDs, and the CDs will pick up. But the pants will slow down and the tops will. So it's like a revolving circus. You got to just keep them all going. You got to keep all these plates going in the air. And that's the best way to go about doing that. If you have any questions, I'd love to answer them. But like, share, comment down below. I'd like to answer any of those questions you got. And we'll see you next time on High Five Resale Shop. Later.